Hey everybody, welcome back to Why Not RV. On this week's episode, I want to talk to you guys about some RV security and how you can stay safe while on the road. Be sure to hit the subscribe button if you want to learn more and make less mistakes while RVing. Check us out online at whynotrvusa.com. We're also now on Patreon at patreon.com/whynotrv. And we have an amazing Facebook group that is growing very, very quickly. So come join us on Facebook. It's just Why Not RV under Facebook groups. But I'm going to put a link in the description below for all those websites. So the purpose of this video is to try and help you feel safer and actually be safer while on the road. Whether you're traveling completely alone by yourself, if you are traveling with a group of friends and there's, say 3, 4, 5 RVs with you guys, or if it's, you and your significant other and you have your dog and you just want to feel safe. No matter what your situation is, I'm trying to make this video so that you can feel safe and be safe while on the road. So let's get started. Let me start by going over some of my qualifications and why I'm speaking on this kind of subject. So for starters, I'm a 10-year Marine veteran, and 5 of those years I was military police. I did a lot of security, a lot of training in that field. So I'm quite diverse with that, as well as, I've had my concealed weapons license for coming on 12 years now, and have always been trying to study up on that and keeping with the latest practices and whatnot. So I consider myself pretty decent when it comes to this subject. So the number one thing you can do to be safe when on the road is to make yourself a smaller target. How do you do that? Well, there's many levels of making yourself a smaller target, but the first thing that is quite simple and honestly super easy to do is add some exterior lighting to your RV. If you're parked overnight somewhere boondocking and it's dark, or if you're in a campground and it's dark and you are in a dark unlit area, that makes you a much easier target for someone to either vandalize, steal from, or do something much, much worse. Because with no lighting, no one's going to see what that person's doing. So the first thing you can do is add some exterior lighting. So here's what I did. So I added these solar lights, and I have 4 of them on my RV, and I'll show you all 4 of them. But basically, these are just a little solar panel on top with a little motion sensor in the front, and these are all, they can bend and manipulate. And I'm going to put a link in the Amazon description below, or a link in the description below to the Amazon link. They're made by a company called On4U. It's ONFORU. They're pretty awesome. They are extremely bright and hold a pretty good charge. And as soon as someone even comes near my RV, they start to light up depending on where they're coming from. So I have them on all 4 sides. So let me show you where I got them. Number 1 camera I have is right here at the front of the RV. You can see where we're at. And so if someone's coming up, this whole area gets lit up, and I'll show you what that looks like as it gets dark here tonight. The second camera I have is directly underneath my stairs. I have that for a couple reasons. Number 1, it helps me be able to see the stairs when we get close at night. And number 2, if someone's coming up to my door and they get lit up, they're going to think twice about what they're doing. Number 3, I have a round back here, right off the rack, so that it lights up the rear of the RV. And number 4, I have on the side over here by my hookups, again, for 2 reasons. 1, it's kind of in the middle back here. And 2, it gives me, when I'm back here and it's nighttime, I don't need to turn on any kind of light. I come near this thing and it lights up the entire area extremely, extremely bright. So it's awesome. But again, if someone comes walking by my RV in the middle of the night, the ground's gonna light up and they're gonna think twice about what's going on. Like I discussed, those solar lights serve more than just one purpose. Number 1, I like that they're motion sensor, so they come on when someone comes near. It really gives someone a little bit of a spook if they're getting too close to your RV. If they're coming through the Walmart parking lot and you're boondocked overnight and all of a sudden they start getting lit up by different lights, they're probably just gonna walk away. Now, if you don't have any lights and they walk up and there's nothing going on, they might take that next step. They might knock to see if anyone's home. They might be listening to see if anyone's inside. And there's all sorts of things that people do that is not what normal people do. And, just make yourself a smaller target. I got so excited talking about other things, I totally forgot one of the main things I wanted to go over. Cameras. Exterior lighting is, of course, great. It's a great deterrent. But a camera is another huge deterrent because people, of course, don't want to be recorded, especially if they're committing some kind of a criminal act. So adding a camera like this right here is a Reolink solar powered camera. You can see a little cable there that goes to the roof, and I have a little solar panel up there that keeps that thing charged all the time, and it records on motion. You can have it set differently, but it's a great little camera. Again, I'll put a link in the description below, but adding cameras to the outside of your RV is another way to make yourself a smaller target. Now, while the lighting is amazing and it really helps prevent, okay, you really also want to have some kind of contingency plan for in the event of someone actually coming into your RV, or just someone that comes and knocks on your RV for what could be completely normal reasons, and you just want to have a little bit of security for yourself. Now, I recommend a few different things, and again, I'll put some links in the description below to some items that I would recommend. And there's all sorts of stuff from pepper spray and tasers to some higher end stuff as well that is a non-lethal option to make yourself feel safe, and it will prevent anyone from coming near you. Let me show you what I have. So I personally am a big fan of a taser or some kind of electrical interference device. We have this little taser that I bought at a gun show, and it's highly effective because of two reasons. Number one, tasers hurt real bad. Trust me, I've been tased. You don't want it. Now, a criminal or someone that might be coming towards your RV or making you feel uncomfortable, if you are, let's say you're in your RV and someone comes to the door and you don't feel very comfortable, so you grab your taser and you have it in your hand. It's armed, it's ready to go. Now, if they come towards you in any kind of way or anything that makes you feel uncomfortable, that sound alone will stop a whole lot of people from getting anywhere close to you. It is an extremely intense sound and is scary, and most people will just walk away or go running away with their tail tucked very quickly. So I recommend a taser myself, but you might want pepper spray or something else for you. Now, lighting is amazing. Tasers and pepper spray are a great way to deter, but in the absolute worst case scenario, I do carry my firearm with me. It is a personal choice, and if you're not comfortable with carrying a firearm, then don't even think twice about it. But if you are comfortable with carrying a firearm, consider carrying a firearm with you in your RV. When you're on the road, your RV is your house. It is your domicile. You have the right to protect that domicile. Now, every single state has completely different laws when it comes to carrying, when it comes to transporting. There's a lot of different variations in that. So I'm not going to go into detail on any of that stuff because you need to be doing research for your state, what states you're traveling to, and what states you're traveling through. That's really it for this week's video. I mainly just wanted to get that main point out there of exterior lighting. It really makes a big difference and will cause a lot of people to just walk away from that what is now a more difficult target whenever you have that exterior lighting. So consider adding some solar panel lights to the outside of your RV that are motion sensor. They're awesome. They're cheap. The ones I'm putting down, I think they're like 12 or 13 bucks a piece. I bought a 4-pack for like 50 bucks, and they're great. So check them out. Enjoy. Have a good time on the road. Stay safe. Thanks for watching. Bye.